You open your banking app a few days after sweldo, maybe habang nasa jeep or habang nakaupo sa bahay after a long day, and you notice agad na parang mabilis na naman nawala ang pera. Kahit wala ka namang biglang malaking gastos, just normal na buhay. Food delivery kapag pagod ka, milk tea after stressful shift, online checkout na sale naman small rewards na feel mo deserve mo after everything. And that's where the quiet pattern starts. Not because you are careless, but because of a psychological loop that affects almost everyone in modern Filipino life, where spending is no longer just about need, but about emotional recovery, and the phrase deserve ko to becomes a mental permission slip that lowers resistance every time may pagod, stress, or frustration. In those moments, the brain is not calculating long-term impact. It is solving a short-term emotional discomfort, so 150 pesos or 300 pesos feels insignificant, especially when paid through GCash or card, because the removal of physical cash removes the pain of spending, making it easier to repeat without noticing the accumulation. But if you look at it mathematically, the pattern becomes clearer. Let's say tatlong small rewards per week, 200 pesos each. That's 600 pesos weekly, which becomes around 2,400 pesos a month. And over a year, that's nearly 30,000 pesos. A number that doesn't feel like one big decision, but actually came from hundreds of tiny, emotionally justified choices. This is why many Filipinos feel stuck kahit may income naman, because the issue is not always how much you earn, but how money flows at the micro level, especially in an environment where online shopping promos, boodle culture, and convenience apps are designed to reduce friction and increase impulse spending. Zooming out, this is not just personal behavior, it is also a system effect where modern consumption is built to feel like self-care. So spending no longer feels like loss, but like reward, even when it quietly competes with savings, emergency funds, or long-term goals like investment or stability. So the shift is not about removing joy or depriving yourself, but about changing the timing of decisions, where deserve go to is not automatic after stress, but something you plan in advance, inside a budget that already includes space for enjoyment. So every reward is intentional, not emotional leakage. Because when spending becomes planned instead of reactive, you don't lose the feeling of reward. You just stop losing control over where your money goes. And that is often the real difference between living paycheck to paycheck and slowly building financial breathing room in everyday Filipino life.